Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Melanie. Back to my vlog. And today I'm going to share what I've learned from 3 different podcast episodes I listened to in our extensive listening class, especially in BBC podcast. So in this presentations, I will talk about 3 podcasts: Word of Mouth, The Analysis, and Business Daily. So I'll summarize the main ideas and explain what I learned from each of them. Okay, so for the first one, it's about Word of Mouth series. The title is about the stories behind our name. Okay, so the main theme was about how our names carries meanings, identities, and even social histories. The speakers say that one of the key points discussed was how names are connected to language, culture, and personal identity. For instance, some people may feel pressured to change their names to fit in, while others embrace unique or culturally significant names. So I find it like an interesting that the speakers explore the emotional connections people have with their names. So from this episode, I learned that names are more than just labor. They shape how we see ourselves and how others perceive us. So this podcast really helps me improve my listening skills by exposing me to thoughtful discussions and also a new vocabulary related to identity and like a linguistic or new features. Okay, so the second podcast that I chose was the analysis series. The title was Egyptian's Pyramids, and it focused on the historical, political, and economic significance of these ancient structures. Like some of the arguments present were about how the pyramids are not only wonders of architecture but also like tools or uh, power used by rules to shape society. And it's also uh, this the speakers also questions how modern interpretations of the pyramids can reflect political ideologies or national pride. I was surprised to learn how the construction of pyramid was tied to a complex labor system and how they still influence modern Egypt. So yeah, that was helped me understand more deeply about history is interpreted and used in the present. It also challenged me to listen carefully to academics discussion with different accents and analytical language. Like yeah, through this podcast I practice listenings and the context and for improving my note taking and also my listening skills for different accents because the speakers was in the different accents of English. Okay, so the third podcast that I was listened to is Business Daily series. The episode title was South Korea. It's from South Korea. How has it managed to reverse the populations? And it's because of the serious issues of declining we know birth rates and how South Korea is trying to solve it. So one of the key takeaways from this episode was that the government has started offering financial support and social programs to encourage families to have more children. And however, despite the policies, many young people still feel that raising a child is too expensive or time consuming. I found it valuable because it gave me insight into how demographic affect country economies and future. Like in Indonesia, this episode helped me more improving my ability to follow face-based speech and understand terms related to policy and economic. And listening to this kind of content made me more confident in dealing with professional and global issues in English. So to conclude, listening to these three podcasts has improved both my listening skills and my critical thinking, because I have become more confident in understanding various English accents, especially from the podcast. We can identifying the key takeaways, and um, also this course taught me how to enjoy listening to English content and learn from it actively. So thank you to listening my presentations today, and hopefully my final grade will achieve a high grade. Okay, so thank you everyone for listening, and see you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.